Is Neverwinter Nights still worth playing in 2021? Neverwinter Nights 2 review. I'll cover original campaign including Mask of the Betrayer expansion pack that deserves a review on its own. Two other DLCs for Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zahir and Mysteries of Westgate, are just straight bad and I won't do a review for them at all. Plus, there is no story connection like for Mask of the Betrayer with the original campaign, official campaign. Let's just start with simple things before countdown. The more I played Neverwinter Nights 2, the more I realized that Dragon Age Origins copied everything that's good from Neverwinter Nights 2 and made it even better 2 years later. Building an army, arranging your headquarters, similar companions, design of quests, even the story. Neverwinter Nights 2 was a phenomenal game back in 2006, and it's directly responsible for giving us Dragon Age Origins. It really was great, but how does it feel now in 2021? Let's find out. First section is the story. Original campaign story is about saving the territory and the world of Neverwinter from the Lord of Shadows. It's simple as that, but of course it comes with twists, plots, treachery, companion quests, and a lot of side quests and so on. Writing is good, presentation is great. For Mask of the Betrayer, it will continue the story of our main protagonist with phenomenal writing, even better presentation, with huge impact on choices and consequences. If I had to rate the story of Neverwinter Nights 2 only, it would get 7 out of 10, while Mask of the Betrayer is above 10 out of 10 for CRPGs. That's how great it is. So, the middle ground for the story will be 9 out of 10. Next section is game bugs and optimization. Mega fast loading times, amazing amount of bugs, none of them were game breaking though, some crashes, and solid optimization. That's it in short. 6 out of 10, this is a buggy game with companions stalking around every corner and doing stupid things non-stop to annoy you. Next section is game time. It depends on the difficulty you play on and the amount of side quests you're willing to do. Neverwinter Nights 2 official campaign will take you from 30 hours all the way to 70 hours to finish it. Mask of the Betrayer will take you from 20 hours to 40 hours to finish. In my case, Neverwinter Nights 2 original campaign took 50 hours, while Mask of the Betrayer took around 30 hours or so. So that's 80 hours in total for one run. Replay value is there also. It's a long game, in other words. Nothing more to say about it. 10 out of 10. Game difficulty as the next section. Absolutely insulting brain-dead AI, even on hardest difficulty. In Neverwinter Nights 2 original campaign, it deserves 3 out of 10 tops. Mask of the Betrayer fixed a lot in terms of challenge, so it deserves at least 8 out of 10. Middle ground, it would be 5 out of 10 for game difficulty. It's simple, there is no challenge at all. Companions are brain dead, enemies are brain dead. That's how it is. Very little challenge, especially from original campaign. Maps and graphics is the next section. A great looking game even in 2021. The game looks and feels amazing on ultra settings. I could barely run this thing on low settings back in 2006, by the way. Amazing amount of different maps, great looking world map of a Sword Coast, distinct locations to visit from tombs and dungeons to caves and cities. Everything is covered, minimap was done well, you'll never get lost. UI is a bit overwhelming for newcomers, but it was done very well for such a complex game. Frankly, for a 15 years old game, I have to be fair and give it 9 out of 10 because it really aged well. Gameplay, the most important part. It's a real-time isometric 3D CRPG with pause system. You can run with AI on or take manual control during fights. So what do you do in this game? You do everything. Sneak, hide, spot, listen, lockpick, sneak attack, open with fireballs, buff up pre-fights, discover, explore, intimidate, persuade, bluff, lie, cheat, be chaotic good, be pure evil, solve quests, race with time limits, manage your army and castle, have amazing conversation with your companions, and I believe it's the strongest part of Neverwinter Nights 2, especially in the Mask of the Betrayer. Everything you can imagine in CRPG is implemented in Neverwinter Nights 2 and the Mask of the Betrayer. It will take some time for players to get used to atrocious camera angles and zooms, but you'll be fine after a few hours of practice, I guess. This game is immersive, it's never boring for your first run. It will start slow, it will get good through Neverwinter Nights 2 from middle and onwards, and then it will get amazing once you start Mask of the Betrayer. Patience is required from a player to experience that epic expansion pack. And no, you should not start playing Mask of the Betrayer without finishing the main campaign. 9 out of 10 for gameplay. Leveling and itemization is the next section. Overwhelming is the word to describe leveling and itemization system. 10 races with 30 sub-races, 30 classes that you can double or triple multi-class along the way. 20 level cap for the main campaign and 30 level cap for the Mask of the Betrayer. You want to play as a melee warlock, it's there. You want to play as an evil paladin, it's there. You want a battle mage, it's there. Don't even make me start on feats, 100 feats per class, skills, and God knows how many different spells for every race, class, and subclass. Items, on the other hand, will require a mod so you can have a better experience with itemization. You're looking at it right now. This is how it was supposed to look like when you play. Amount of gear in Neverwinter is just crazy, no other way to put it. 10 out of 10. NPCs and Enemies.
Well, there's a great deal to tell, especially if we're going with clan history in our accomplishments.
Memorable NPCs, especially your companions. This is where Neverwinter Nights 2 and Mask of the Betrayer will shine the most. Companions. They are unique, memorable, never boring, with their own personal quests and traits. Conversations with them are absolutely amazing, especially when you get new companions in Mask of Betrayer. I can't praise companions enough, even in original campaign. Enemies also, you'll get to fight with classic skeletons, zombies, all the way to huge elementals and dragons, of course. Every type of enemy is covered in Neverwinter. Boss fights, they're lacking, but that's because of the brain-dead AI. Especially in Neverwinter Nights 2 original campaign. It will get far better in Mask of the Betrayer though. 9 out of 10 for NPCs and Enemies. Next section is music and sound. Epic main theme, some solid music when you enter taverns and inns. Voice acting is absolutely amazing, and more than 70% of the game is voice covered. Most important parts in the game are 100% voice covered. Sound effects, spell effects, combat effects, they're all done very well. 9 out of 10 for music and sound. Conclusion, we got 9 sections with 76 points, and that would be 8.4 out of 10 for Neverwinter Nights 2 with Mask of the Betrayer expansion pack in 2021. Neverwinter Nights 2 original campaign, in my opinion, would be a 7 out of 10, while Mask of the Betrayer is around 9.5 out of 10. Yes, it's that good even in 2021. It's one of the best written, most unique experiences with amazing hunger mechanic, time racing marvel of a DLC, or better to say expansion pack. In order to properly experience that marvel, you will need to suffer a bit with the original campaign. So, is this game worth playing? It is, of course. Just stay away from Storm of Zahir and Mysteries of Westgate DLCs. Trust me, you don't want to ruin your opinion of the game because of those 2 DLCs. Neverwinter Nights 2 has a lot of flaws, bugs, a brain-dead AI, clunky camera system, but it will compensate all of it with immersion, amazing companions, epic Mask of the Betrayer writing, and its story. Neverwinter Nights 2 is definitely fun game, aged well, and I totally recommend to everyone.